Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is, another Wednesday, and today we have a very important topic of discussion, very important. It is why we live in a world where there is no apparent evidence of Goddess. Why do we live in a world where we don't even have evidence of our Creator? Well, there is some evidence, and that would be intelligent design. But beyond intelligent design, if we set intelligent design aside, why do we live in a world where there's no apparent evidence of the Goddess and our connection with her? Well, that is what I will attempt to address today. Let's start with intelligent design. Intelligent design is all around us. Now, I'm not going to get into a big argument with evolutionists over intelligent design. Should we believe the account of creation as told in the Bible? No. No, I'm not going to ask you to accept any account of creation as told in the Bible, because that account of creation is ridiculous, and no sane person that has any knowledge of science can be expected to believe it. But is there still evidence of intelligent design beside any descriptions in the Bible? I say the answer is yes, because we see in our everyday lives the intricacy, the involvement. The human body is so intricate and involved. How could that have just sprung out of nothing? How could human beings with all their intricacies have just sprung out of thin air? And what about the interdependencies, the layers of interdependencies of certain functions in the human body, and how one function is dependent on the other? How could that be without intelligent design? The fact of the matter is that there are some serious problems. There's some serious problems with the theory of evolution as it stands, with the idea of biogenesis from the beginning as being springing out of nothing. There's problems with that theory, and there's problems at every single stage of the evolutionary chain as to how we got there. And without intelligent design, it would be near impossible. So there's that. We have intelligent design. So there's some sort of a creator who has intelligently designed us and made us who we are today. But beyond that, beyond evidence of a creator involved in intelligent design and the intricacies of the universe around us, beyond that, what evidence is there that of Goddess? How do we know that there's a Goddess? Well, we don't have any evidence. And we live in a world where we're isolated from her. We're separated from Goddess, and we're living apart from her. And why is that? Why do we live in a world where there's such a lack of evidence? Well, the short answer is that our separation is a punishment, but it's also a test of faith. Now, this is a very important point to make, that our faith is being tested every day, that we are being tested. Our faith in Goddess and in basic goodness and in a creator that we can return our love is being tested in this world. And we have to remember that although we're separated from her, although we're separate, that we're always in her presence, that she's always there with us, and she's always inside of us. So she's always there, even though we can't hear her voice and can't see her face. She's there with us. And since we don't know, since we don't have evidence that we could show or scientifically prove the goddess to a scientist beyond intelligent design, why do we believe in goddess? Why believe in a goddess at all? Well, it's the evidence is in the world around us that a being of great femininity and great beauty created this world, because this world is so beautiful and so full of so many beautiful things that it couldn't be otherwise. It's such a great mass of femininity in this world around us and in the universe as well. This massive femininity of the universe and of the world around us speaks to us of a goddess. Now, I know there's those skeptics among you who will naysay or say that we really don't have any proof that the Creator isn't a lizard, say, or some other being that we don't even know what they're like. But I say that the goddess is a creature of enormous beauty, too beautiful even to comprehend, beyond human comprehension of beauty, and that she is always there for us, and that she has always been beautiful from the very beginning, and that she is a lovely creature, a creature too lovely to imagine, and that she is our mother. And the evidence is that the world around us, okay, the world that we live in is such a place of great beauty that our Creator must also be equally beautiful and equally feminine to the world around us. And even more so. She's more so than the world that she created, because the world that she created was masculine compared to her, and she's of even greater beauty and greater femininity than the world that she created. So that is how we know that there's a goddess. That is the premise for our belief in goddess, because we know that the world is full of feminine beauty, and we know that the world is quite feminine and quite beautiful, and we know that the goddess created this world because of that, and we can't deny her. We can't deny her any longer. We can't deny the overpowering beauty and loveliness and worthiness of worship of our goddess. So the reason we live in this world that is so full of beautiful things, but that we don't have any evidence of our Creator, that we're cut off from the Creator and don't have any clue as to what she might be like. We don't have any clue as to who she is or what she might be like. We can't hear her voice. We can't see her face. We can't make contact with her. We can't write her a letter. She can't write us back, or she could write us back, but she doesn't. How do we know that? That's a subject for another video. The goddess contacting human life. She does contact us occasionally, and when she does, it's a great event. But how do we know that this goddess exists? We know by the world around us. But why do we live in this world where we're separate from her? It's a test of our faith. And the reasons are many for testing our faith. But primarily, the reasons for tests of faith are as follows. The goddess wants us to trust. And the way we learn to trust is to have faith in her. any faith at all is better than none. It's better to have faith rather than not have faith. And if you have faith in something, that's great. Even if it's not goddess, if you have faith in a creator, that's great. It's better to have faith than to have none, and it's better to trust rather than to not trust. Goddess is leading our hearts to make us better people, and that is the reason for the test of faith, to teach us trust, and to teach us to trust, specifically to trust her, to trust Goddess, to be there for us and with us at all times, and even in the darkest hour, even in the darkest night, in the most extreme circumstances, to trust that she is there and that we are going to a better place when we die rather than someplace terrible and awful and hellish like some people imagine we might be going. So that is the reason. It's a test of faith, and it's a test of our trust, and it's a way to make us better human beings. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf, and have a great, great week.